I have my kit. So while my sister and cousin are here visiting right now, I thought that I would just do a quick pre-record video of the first week of the Fort Worth Fabric Studio Glow and Behold table runner mystery project that we're getting. So this is the set of fabrics. It arrived. When did it arrive? Friday, I think it arrived. Today is Monday because I have the cutting instructions, which I can't show you. I promise you it's on this side. And that's what we are going to go over in today's video. So, trying to get in here. These sticky bags are difficult to get in. I'm going to see if I can try to identify what some of these fabrics are. The first thing that's on the here is an advertisement for Long Armor. I believe that they're the Long Armor that Fort Worth Fabric Studio suggests. If you have your own Long Armor or want to do your own quilting, obviously do your own. So, I don't know if I can fully identify every single one of these. But the first fabric, which is that size, I think this right here is called Tango Canto Sunshine. I don't guarantee me on any of these. But that's that fabric. Based on the size of this one. Let's see, that is my... This, I believe, is Flow Espresso. This one is such a cool print. And then we have this one, which looks like this might be... maybe this is Fruit Loop Sunshine? Just based on the dimension that I see and the fact that it looks like it's the only one there. I'm having fun trying to identify which one is which because they don't have... Oh, look! I found the color chart. Yes, I was right so far. This one is called Thatched Maze. It's a nice yellow from the Thatched collection. This one is Magic Dot in Nutmeg. This one is... Oh, this one is Flow Sunflower. Because that looks more like that. So the first one that I thought... Wait, which one did I think was... Nope, I think I've been saying them right. I don't know why I thought that was Flow Sunflower. Yeah, this is Flow Sunflower. This one I didn't even look at. This is Grunge in Sunflower. So, you know, we have same name, different shades. This one is Spotted in Ivory. So if you look carefully at it, you can see that there's little, almost like white on ivory dot spots on it. This one is Spotted in Tangerine, which is a really cool color. This is Magic Dot in Nutmeg. And then finally, we have Marbles in Dark Saddle. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fabrics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why am I not totaling upright? Oh, wait, I got a -1, so that would be, I should have 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I can count without Excel. So these 11 fabrics are what we are going to be doing for our table runner. And because I now have the instructions on how to cut these, I'm going to take a minute, step back there to the cutting area, and do some slicing.
3 days later.
Well, I have managed to go get everything cut. It has been an interesting concept because I'm going to be honest with you. Every other mystery quilt that we have done with Fort Worth Fabric Studio, I've cut the fabric when it was needed. And when I say it that way, I would cut all the strips that were needed for that week. So for that fabric. So, if week 2 said you needed the fabric from like the background, I would cut all the strips, but I would only cut the individual units later. And most of their fabrics are used only in 1 week. So it made it a little bit easier. I could cut things at a time. But I've actually cut everything in one big swoop, which means future weeks are going to be a lot faster. To go through the cutting, I'm not going to give the numbers away because it's not my pattern, and I know people don't like to have the numbers given away, but I will say that we have been told that we need a certain number of squares this size. I know, very helpful. A certain number of squares this size, which was another group, and then we had a bunch of them that were smaller squares. And from that spotted ivory fabric A, I have this much fabric left, and it's folded over, so I can make it a little bit of a goof on some of the smaller pieces, but not a lot of leftover. And on one hand, I love when there's not a lot of leftover. On the other hand, if I goof, we're not going to discuss that, it's harder for me to recover because then I have to wait for a replacement fabric if I can't find it locally. Fabric B, as a reminder, is Grunge Basics Sunflower. It tells us to cut a bunch of this size rectangles. So this matches the same size as earlier. And a bunch of this size squares. And the leftovers I had from that were a strip and a smaller strip. So not a lot of leftovers. It's still a bit of leftovers, but not a lot of leftovers. Fabric C was this really pretty thatched maze where they just said that we needed this number of, again, that same size rectangle. And I had quite a bit of leftover. So that is about 22 inches of leftover. So if I goofed, I had plenty that I could have goofed with, but I didn't. That was a good thing. Fabric D is called Flow Sunflower. And it said we needed a handful of this cut, and then a larger number of the squares. So it's like, it seems like everything is cut in either like it's 1 of 3 sizes. For the leftovers, I had a pretty big size piece of this, and then also kind of from cutting a smaller squares, a pretty good size. So a little bit of wiggle room if I needed to. Thankfully, I didn't. The next fabric, Marbles Dark Saddle. So this one said we needed a bunch of width of fabric pieces. And these are going to be our binding. So we know it's binding. And then it asked for us to do a handful of this size squares. And the fabric I had left over was this smaller piece. Again, thankful I didn't need to have the mess up. So I'm thankful I didn't need it. The next piece, the Fruit Loop Sunshine. We needed the smaller size rectangle, a handful of those. I have no idea why we're cutting all the same size rectangle, but I had a decent okay chunk if I had, goose. The next one is not this fabric. Where did I miss it? I missed this one. Oh, I skipped over fabric F. This one was fabric F. It is called Flow Espresso, and we just had this size square. The one big hint that I would say is cut on the backside, because it's very difficult to see the ruler lines on the front side unless you had a light ruler, but you can see everything easily on the back. I do that with many of my dark fabrics because it is so much easier to see and make sure you get an accurate cut if you can see the fabric. So I did that. The next fabric is fabric H, where we are getting a handful of squares. Again, everything's all the same sizes. And this is the leftover I had. So an okay chunk. People who like to do small, scrappy things, that's going to be great for them. I'm not one of those people. We're not going to discuss what may happen to it. Okay, it'll end up going to one of the folks at the local quilt shop who loves smaller scraps like that. Fabric I, we are doing a larger square, a pair of those, and I had a decent chunk left that I could probably get a third of that, another square in there. So if you're off by a little bit, you might be able to get a recut out of that. Fabric J is the Magic Dot Nutmeg, and we're getting a few this size strips, and then a few full width of fabric strips that are not cut. And I had 0 leftover fabric, nothing extra with this. So please don't make a mistake with that, or you're going to be hunting down some fabric. And then finally, the fabric K is Spotted Tangerine. We have, how do I have these split? We have a handful of width of fabrics. And then we have 2 that are this width. Again, I'm not giving out the pattern. And I didn't have any left over of that. So the last couple fabrics were very, very tight on quantities. So please don't make a mistake. But then we had some others that gave us a little bit of wiggle room and that. So sometimes you were okay if you need to do that. Some of my fabrics I cut very cautiously, so I may have a little bit more extra than you, depending on how you cut your fabric out. I like to be a little bit frugal, and that may be why I have this much extra fabric, where I've seen other folks doing the tutorials and like, I have no fabric left over from some of this stuff. So it could just be a slightly different cutting methodology for some of the stuff that we get half a width of fabric. They may have gotten the shorter half of the fold. I don't know. But again, when you're getting these kits, try to be very careful with your cutting because most of the time we don't get any wiggle room. So these are the cuts. I love the fabrics as they are together. I'm very excited to see what we are going to be making with these. The other awesome thing with Fort Worth Fabric Studio is they give you a chart that says sorting by week. So I can take these piles and say, week 2, I need some fabric A, D, H, and I pieces. And for week 3, I need A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Wow, that's like the Hooked on Phonics phone number. And then week 4, it tells you E, J, and K. So they are really awesome in separating these things out week by week and making sure we can have everything prepped. So I think I'm going to go divvy up my stuff by week so that I am prepared for next week when we can start sewing whatever the first block is. So I hope you are joining me along with this sew along. There is a link in the description box below to Fort Worth Fabric Studio and where you can get the pattern. I believe there are still a handful of kits left as of when I am recording this. So you could always try to get your kit if you want these gorgeous colors. If you want to try to kit it yourself, I just usually try to tell people, find something that's similar in color and value. Don't try to do this whole thing as a mystery quilt because we may be making something that you'd be like, that's a funky looking whatever this is. And you're like, yeah, I just kind of made it up as it is. So the only way that I would just go off on my own is if I had ever seen the entire thing. I don't usually like to do the purchase of my own fabric for mystery quilts, even if they tell you, you know, like light, medium, dark, or even if they said you want this many yellows, this many browns, this many grays, and this really gorgeous orange. If they're going to tell me that I need this, I'm just like, somebody get me the kit, please. And that's why I love Fort Worth Fabric Studio. They have awesome kits. They have awesome designers on this, and they know it's going to be an awesome product. So I will see you again next week for week 2, which is going to be some block. Looking at the fabrics, I have a guess, but you know, I've also guessed at times and said, oh, look, I'm wrong. So I'm not even going to guess what this piece is going to be. I have zero guess what week 3 is going to be because that's where we're using a lot of these smaller cuts that I'm not accustomed to. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and an awesome week. Toodles!